showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Sooners offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Hey, Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the end of...
Now here he goes. Now the 40. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. Back to throw. It's Mateer. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The Sooners and the Crimson Tide rematch of a very memorable game last time. Oklahoma had a brutal year, coming off some tough losses, but they circled the wagons. They played really inspired at home, and Alabama just didn't show up. This was a crushing loss for their playoff chances. They put 3 on the board. That's it.
Yeah, just another reminder of what makes college football so unpredictable. Alabama was starting to build some momentum, looking like they would be a team that would be destined to make it into the playoffs. And of all games, to show up flat, just didn't look inspired against Oklahoma, who was having a down year. They caught the Sooners looking to make their season with a landmark win, and the Sooners capitalized on that and just ruined any hopes of a playoff for Alabama.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. The Sooners trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
And it's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big third and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't make it in, and defense forces him out at the 1-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Sooners.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Alabama's offense out there for their first possession. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. Offensive line that can ball you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kirk?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive linemen, and it's paid off. They can run the football, they get behind those big boys up front, and they dominate people. Cannot wait to see, can this defense load up physically and hold up against this offensive line?
The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that short completion. QB decides to keep it here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
The DB's backing off from the line now. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A real shot here to answer that opening drive score with one of your own, but the sack here on 3rd down now really hurts your momentum. What decision do you come up with here on 4th down after giving up that sack?
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. He breaks free. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line in a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Here comes the bunch formation. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The sure hands. It's Ott. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ott. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The Sooners pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Early in the season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. They couldn't stop him there.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Here's a good throw off the play fake. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are. Anymore with Alabama, you just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great...
Breaks into the clear. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're setting out to try the PAT. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Excellent work by the coverage team he's brought down after just a short return. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. You never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to find room. It's Potts. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
Short connection to the tight end here. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block.
Looking deep down the left side. It's caught. Still going inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved. Gets a big gain with a nice throw.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks free with room to run. He's in the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Now the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Running back has it on the screen now. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win. How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. Here he goes. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. We'll see what the offense dials up here on third and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
35, Alabama, 7.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
To throw, it's Simpson. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. The junior brought down after making a great catch. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt will bounce and go out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Offense lines up at the 15 now with some breathing room. That should open up the playbook. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. 2nd down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and gets out of bounds.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can he make it to the marker? A change of direction. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up first down from the 31. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. The back's got it. He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Grab down the middle. It's Potts. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Sooners. This offense really clicking.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On the ground, it's Miller. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. To throw, it's Simpson. Receiver makes the catch, and they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it off.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were reeling in the first half. It's a massive deficit to try to make up as we start the third quarter. Graham behind the line. It's Washington. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion sets up a second down play. Looking for a man. The sure hands. It's Miller. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Here's the second down play.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
and just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Number 32.
Punt team ready to boot it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on The Sooners will have to kick this away. He's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded near the 20. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Goes to his right side there for the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it second and medium. To the air, it's Simpson. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackled, but first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Thornton. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
We find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Gonna run it. It's Ott. Breaks free. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44. And the Sooners are looking to keep this drive going.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
On the move now. He's going to pull it down and run. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. 2nd down and goal upcoming. the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start the... Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense has got it. Touchdown, Sooners. A huge defensive score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets him a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Looking to throw. It's Russell. The pocket breaking down. Trapped again in the pocket.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking for his back. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
He'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
When they don't make the completion here, the timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the feet.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good.
63, Alabama, 10.
Bringing it out, it's Hale. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks free. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss. It just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw. It's Russell. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This is a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out.
Touchdown, Sooners. Great connection there for 6 points.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is right down the middle.
That makes the score Oklahoma 70, Alabama 10.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Breaks an open space. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. On the ground, it's Washington. Gets into space at the 50. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Second down now after the sack. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He gets loose, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. Well, this is a performance curve. Showdown game late in the season. Tough competition. to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they got to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. And they're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff off the ground. Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
On the run, it's Ott. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. The 30. At the 20. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to pass. It's Russell. He's running out of time here. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. It falls incomplete, and as the clock hits 0-0, that's it. Game over. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most